Hello friends, welcome to another video. In this video, I'll be discussing about the different potential trading setups that I'm currently focusing in the market. These trading setups will be from the Forex, commodity and indices market. So without wasting any time, let's get started. First of all, we are going to start with the USDCAD. As you can see, the price is consistently making lower lows and lower highs. Starting from here, we have low, lower high, lower low, and lower high, lower low. Now price already broke and closed below the previous low, and now price already retraced back to the previous broken zone as well. I see this zone as a high potential zone to go short. Why? Because this is a recent broken zone, and as a resistance to the price. 20 EMA is already below 50, so that's another confluence. Also 20 EMA is acting as a resistance to the price. If we check Fibonacci retracement from the swing high to the swing low, we see that it's a 38.2 to 50% Fibonacci retracement zone as well. Considering all these factors, we do see it as a high probable zone to go short, and price already started moving downward. So if we can find a trading setup on the lower time frame like 1 hour and 4 hour, we can look for a shorting opportunity in this zone. So next we are going to talk about USDCHF. As we can see, price is consistently making lower lows and lower highs. Starting from here, we have the low, lower high, lower 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 low. And now price retraced back to the recent broken zone, which I see as a high probable zone to go short. And why? We have many reasons for that. This is a recent broken zone, so acting as a resistance. Also, it is retested multiple times here, 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 here in the past. So it's a very strong resistance zone. We can see 20 EMA is already below 50, so that's another confluence. And also 20 EMA is quite close to the zone, so acting as a resistance to the price. If we check the Fibonacci retracement from the swing high to the swing low, we see it's a 50 to 61.8% Fibonacci retracement zone as well. Considering all these factors, we do see this as a high probable zone to go short. So depending upon any kind of a opportunity on the 1 hour, 4 hour, the daily, we can go short. So next we are going to talk about the New Zealand CHF. New Zealand CHF, as we can see, consistently making lower lows and lower highs. Starting from here, we have the low, lower high, lower 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 low. And now price retraced back to the zone which already acted as a resistance. So this seems as a very high probable zone to go short. Why? Because this zone already acted as a resistance. Also, it is retested multiple times. If I remove this, we can see it's a here, 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 here. So this zone already acted as a resistance in the past, and it's retested multiple times. So it's going to be a very strong resistance zone. This upper trend line of the channel is also acting as a resistance to the price. 20 EMA is already below 50, another confluence, and 50 EMA is acting as a resistance to the price. So considering all these factors, we do see this zone as a high probable zone to go short. So depending upon the possibility that we can see on 1 hour, 4 hour, the daily, we can look for a shorting opportunity in the zone. So next we are going to talk about the GBPJPY. GBPJPY, starting from here, we have the low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low, and the price will trace back to the zone which already acted as a resistance. So we do see it as a high probable zone to go short. And why? I will tell you. This zone already acted as a resistance, and it's retested multiple times. So this is a strong resistance zone. Also, this upper trend line of the channel is acting as a resistance to the price. We can see 20 EMA is already below 50. That's another confluence. So considering all these factors, we do see it is a high probable zone to go short. The price already rejected once here and approached it second time. So we see it as a high probable zone to go short. Depending upon any kind of possibility on the 1 hour, 4 hour daily, we can look for a short trade here. If price doesn't follow this analysis and break and close above the zone, above this high, then we will wait for the price to retrace back lower into the zone and look for any kind of rejections to the upside to go long. So these are the two possibilities that I see on GBPJPY. Next, we will talk about silver, that is XAGUSD. So let's start from here. We have the high, low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low, and here the price broken close above the previous high. But after that, again price close below the previous low, which indicates the continuation of the downtrend. So right now I'm expecting price to move a little bit lower and then give us a retracement back into this recent broken zone to go short. And this red zone, like a very strong resistance zone for the price now, and a very high probable zone to go short. Why? We have multiple confluences in this zone. As you can see, it's a recent broken zone with a multiple retest in the path, so it's a very strong resistance zone. We can see the upward trend line of this channel also acting as a resistance to the price. 20 EMA is already below 50. That's another confluence, and by the time the price retrace back to the zone, the EMAs will also catch up with the price, so they will also act as a resistance to the price. And depending upon where we have our lower low, so we can check the Fibonacci retracement also. So we find it is like should be more than 38.2% Fibonacci retracement as well. So considering all these factors, we do see it as a high probable zone to go short. Next, we are going to talk about gold. As we can see, in case of gold, starting from here, we have low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low, and then price broken close above the previous high, making a higher high, and then we made a double top, and now price broke and close below the neckline of the double top. Now I'm expecting price to retrace back higher into this recent broken zone and give us some indication to go short. This is going to be a high probable zone. Why? This is a recent broken zone, so going to act as a resistance. Also, it's retested multiple times in the past, so that's a very strong resistance zone. As we can see, this trend line also going to act as a resistance to the price. 20 EMA is already below 50. That's another confluence. Also, once the price retraces back to the zone, the EMAs might also act as a resistance, so that's another confluence. Considering all these factors, we do see it as a high probable zone to go short. Next, we are going to talk about the OZ200. As you can see, price is consistently making higher highs and higher lows. Starting from here, we have the high, low, high, 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 low, high, high. It's the same low, then higher high, higher low, and higher high. Price already broke and closed above the previous high. Now, I'm expecting price to retrace back to the same broken zone and give us some indication to go long. If we talk about the confluences in this zone, it's a recent broken zone, so going to act as a support to the price. Also, 20 EMA is already above 50, so that's another confluence. And once the price retraces back to the zone, 50 EMA might also act as a support to the price. Also, we can see the Fibonacci retracement from the swing low to the swing high, depending upon where we have the swing high. So we see it's like a 50% retracement zone. So considering all these factors, we do see it as a high probable zone to go long. Next, we are going to talk about the France 40. As we can see, price is consistently making high, 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 low. Starting from here, the high, low, high, 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 low, higher, high, higher, low, and now price broke and close above the previous high. So we'll wait for price to retrace back to the zone and give us some indication to go long. We can see this is a high probable zone as it's a recent broken zone. 20 EMA is already above 50, another confluence, and by the time price will trace back to the zone, we can see that EMAs might also act as a support to the price. And if we check the Fibonacci retracement, depending upon the where we have our swing high, we can see it's like more than 38%, more than 38.2% Fibonacci retracement zone as well. Considering all these factors, we do see it as a high probable zone to go long. So that's it, friends. These were the trading setup that I'm currently focusing on. I hope you enjoyed the video, and if you really did like the video, share the video and subscribe to the channel in order to support the channel and YouTube algorithm. Thank you very much. See you in another video.